Now, this is a story I actually had to read more than once to figure out that it's real. And I want to point out that only in the gaming world can this be acceptable. Only in the gaming world can this be allowed. No other company anywhere else would pull something like this. So, just so you know, there is an old game from Ubisoft which is called Splinter Cell Blacklist. And apparently it's got a lot of problems when you try to play online. So you'll experience connectivity problems. You won't be able to play it in co-op. You won't get all of the online features. But, you know, it's fine. I mean, it's an old game. You can still play it offline. I don't think many people expect support for such an old game, especially that other games who came at the same time with Splinter Cell Blacklist, they also have their support dropped. So, okay, that's not the controversy. What the controversy is that people started asking for support. You know, some people who still like the game, maybe someone purchased the game recently and they're wondering like, hey, can you fix this issue? Turns out that if you will ask support for this, you will get a 7-day ban, according to what a member of Ubisoft rightly had to say. Listen to this, alright? Like, this is the most amusing thing. Any support tickets submitted regarding this issue in the future will met with a 7 days ban. How dare you? During this period, you will be unable to make purchases through the Ubisoft store, log into Ubisoft website, log into your Ubisoft account, or play through the Ubisoft Connect client. Fortunately, however, there is good news. You may still be able to play offline. Now, the bad news is that almost all of the games that are coming out recently require you to play online, even if it's an offline game. I mean, this used to be a controversy back in the day, but for some reason, corporations managed to push it anyway. And you have to give your data, you have to create an account, you have to feed them your information, and you have to always be online. I assume that what they are doing is they're harvesting data from you, and they're selling that data to third-party developers so they can make even more money and monetize your existence. Because that's what it is, right? Like, they probably get information like which enemy kills players the most, which part of the game got players to stop playing. And they use all of that, they compile that information, and then they sell it off to other developers so they can make more money off your ass. That's what these companies are doing. This is why you need to play offline games in online, because there's no other explanation. So, if they ban your account, I just want you to understand what this means, right? Like, you spend money to buy Ubisoft games, and you need to be online on their account to play it, but if they ban you, then you lose all the games that you have purchased. So back in the day, you would have your games on a physical disc in your library because you paid money for it. It was yours. Now you don't own your games anymore, all right? Like, you own nothing and you are happy as a gamer. Why? Because it's convenient. It's very convenient. I mean, you go to another computer, bam, you log in, clickety-clack, you get to play your games, right? Very convenient. But what ends up happening is now that these corporations have power over you. What they can say is that this is how you're going to behave from now on, you little sheep, or we're going to take away all your games. We're your mummy, we're your daddy, we own your shit, so you better do what we tell you or else we own your games. When people had physical discs and they owned their games, the companies worked for the client. Now, the client has to bow down to the corporation. So, for example, if a company would say, yeah, we decided to monitor all the online talk that you do in your video games, like we're going to have an AI that listens to what you speak over PlayStation, and if you say something naughty, we're just going to terminate your PlayStation account. They can do that. So now they can control what you say when you play video games. You know, maybe in the future, you'll have to scan your QR code in order to open a Ubisoft account to prove that your medical history is correct. And if it's not, then they can ban you or not allow you to play video games. Wouldn't that be a great future? Make sure that everyone stays healthy and safe. Thanks to Ubisoft. I wonder if they're going to implement such a system 5 years from now. That would be beautiful, huh? Maybe I should shut the fuck up before giving them ideas? Why? They should have ideas. They should work for the better of society. Make sure that you're safe, so that you don't kill grandma, you piece of shit. Anyway, right, moving back. Apparently, customer support will not be able to lift this ban. Further offenses would be met with a permanent ban. So if you keep asking them to show support for the games you pay for, they'll just ban you. In addition, any user found to be intentionally using an earlier version of Ubisoft Connect or Uplay launchers in order to work around the issue will be banned. Older versions of Ubisoft Connect are no longer secure, and continue to make use of them could result in a security breach to your Ubisoft account. So in other words, what they're saying is that the previous versions of Uplay allowed people to play Splinter Cell Blacklist just fine. So if you're trying to use that as a workaround, if you're trying to use the unpatched version, the official version, oh, that's a security issue, you're not safe. You know, someone may hack into your computer, so they're just going to ban you, just to keep you safe. I mean, my jaw was dropped when I read this. I gotta say, I was like, what other company can pull this stuff out of their ass? Like, what other company gets to treat their customers in such a manner? And, you know, like, I guess this is a company made for communists, because only communists enjoy being abused to this degree. This is why whenever a game requires Uplay, I just stick on Steam. Because for now, at least, I know that the Gabe Newell, God of Gamers, is not doing any of this shit. I don't know what will happen when Gabe isn't alive anymore. I think dark times are coming, because you imagine if similar like-minded individuals would be in charge of Steam. And by the way, they've tried on several occasions, but Gabe has successfully managed to tell them to fuck off. But that day is coming. Like, that day is definitely coming when these individuals, these very authoritarian pricks, are going to manage to be in charge of Steam. Now, just so you know, for the first time in forever, gamers actually complained, and people were actually pointing out to this. So Ubisoft issued a statement, and they claimed that the post had been written by a user impersonating a Ubisoft employee and not a member of the support staff. So basically they're saying they got hacked, or someone at the company, you know, managed to impersonate. Get the fuck out. You know, like, do you believe them? Do you believe them? Because here's the thing. The ticket is real. Alright? Like, it was issued from what appears to be an official Ubisoft employee. Now, the company is saying, no, it's not. After the controversy. I don't believe them. I don't think their evidence is good enough, because here's how it works, right? This is the burden of proof. The person showing the ticket proved that it came from Ubisoft. So now it's their burden to show that it didn't. It's them simply saying, oh, whoops, oh, whoopsie doopsie. I don't buy that shit. You know, because I have seen time and time again corporations lying to their customers. For example, when they said that, we're not going to make games that are offline, like single-player only games that get to play online only. We're not going to do that. Remember when they said, what was that game, SimCity? They also said, it's like, oh, well, it needs to have access to the cloud. There's no way you can play it on your computer, single-player only. And it turns out that they lie. They keep lying. These people constantly lie. I mean, it's financial incentive for them to lie. So why would I believe them? No, fuck them. I will never install games that require a Uplay account only. Like, I'm sticking to Steam. Fuck these people, and I hope more individuals will have my mindset so that they are the one coming groveling at their clients like it's supposed to, and not the other way around. Holy shit, imagine the hubris. That's what really pisses me off. The hubris of it all. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.